How's it going, guys? Jay here. Welcome back to the Frag Road to Glory. This is episode 4. I'm going to start off by showing you guys the end of the loss I was telling you guys about in the last episode. This was a loss that was really frustrating because it was against 5 camp cards. I don't know if you saw that in that last clip. 5 guys all around their last tower. And annoyingly, I kind of had to rush up. I had to try and do damage to the bases even though they were all there. I didn't have time to try and frag the team. We end up losing the game. And it was a frustrating one because, like I said in the last episode, I felt like in the team I was using, I didn't have 2 cards that I could fully use. Once Virus died, I was a little bit searching for someone else to use. So I came out of that game a little bit annoyed. And straight away I went into my team, so I was on my battle deck and I changed it. I upgraded Dr. Frost and put him in for Rick Rock. And then this one might seem a little bit weird, but I'm upgrading Poker Hunter and I'm bringing her in for Amelie. Reason being, I wanted somebody who, 1, could be a little bit more defensive than Amelie, 2, had slightly more range, so could get a little bit of damage down, help us with the fragging even while they're defending. And 3, somebody who had a high damage special. Okay, Amelie special, while useful, it doesn't help you actually frag anybody, okay? It just helps you get around the map, whereas Poker's, it will basically, if you use the special on somebody, it more or less insta-kills them. And that's something that this team was kind of lacking a little bit. And so I wanted to bring her in. And straight away in this game here, I'll show the full first game with this team. And I want you guys to pay attention to my bases and how little damage I end up taking, okay? Because this is something I firmed up the defense of the team, hoping I take less damage in case I played against other teams that played quite defensive and then just tried to do a little bit of damage to my bases sort of towards the end, like the guy in the last game. And it works, guys. I end up taking, I don't think I take any damage to my base in this game, which was really nice. You'll also see as the sort of game's going on how I tend to try and play it. So if Virus dies, I'm going to swap to Dr. Frost and just defend. And then as soon as Virus is back, I'm going to swap back to her. Poker Hunter, I'm all right with her, but I tend to find that the AI is a little bit better at using her. So I more or less let the AI do its thing. And I'm just going to go with those 2 cards. They're the 2 that I can use. And again, Virus just doing her classic thing, getting out the map, putting some damage down. Now, trying Lucha as a lone attacker was a little bit of a risk. Okay, because I'd never done it before, and I felt like he'd be a little bit almost not as effective as he could be as a lone attacker. And you see in that game we didn't end up taking all of the health of our opponent down, but because our defense was so solid it didn't really matter, and we won by about 500 points. And you also see that while I was playing these games, the airdrop event was on. Okay, I'll talk a little bit more about that in a bit, but just because the event was on, I was going to play absolutely tons of games. So I thought, rather than showing you guys either win streaks or sort of every game that I played, I thought I'd show you guys just my best frag streaks, really. I thought I'd let those play in the background. And while I do, I'm going to talk about the airdrop event because it is without a doubt my least favorite event that Frag do. And the reason being is I like Frag as a game. Okay, I think it's pretty balanced, and part of that is more or less the same thing every time, and it's a bit of a strategy game. Okay, same game, but you can change things and that will affect how the game plays out, and there's nothing random that really influences it. When the airdrop event's on, that is totally swung. Okay, most of the time you get airdrops and nothing happens. Okay, you get like piggy bank diamonds, or you get bunker barricades, which I mean, they're okay, but they're not the most useful thing. And then every now and then you just get games that just get absolutely swung by somebody getting 1 or 2 really overpowered airdrop rewards. I think that didn't happen in this episode, but I have seen one reward where somebody gets a card that gets 500 health, and it's whatever card you're controlling, you get the airdrop and it gives you 500 health. I played a game once where my lollipop got given 500 health, and I took out an entire really, really good players team. Took out both bases and their whole team just by using lollipop and running around and getting health packs. It was the most overpowered thing ever. And it was a game that I really didn't deserve to win. I felt sorry for the opponent. And there's going to be another one actually later on in this episode that I'll show you guys, where again, I didn't deserve to win the game, but a couple of airdrops going my way ended up swinging it for me. And I don't really like that. I don't disagree with the concept of the airdrop event, but I just feel like they should be things that could happen in the game anyway, okay? There's nothing in the game that would boost my lollipop up to 500 health, okay? What you could have is the airdrop maybe gives a health pack to your whole team, okay? Maybe a little bit different to a team at full health, the boost that can be in there. It just gives them a little bit more health. And the bunker barricades isn't bad. I think the freeze one is a little bit too overpowered, and when your team gets shielded, that's a little bit too overpowered. But I think if you brought in, maybe it stuns the other team for a tiny bit, that would be alright. And maybe bring in one as well that could implement kind of Scrapper's special, which if you don't know, it kind of heals up your targets a little bit, heals up your bunkers. That could be quite an interesting one to bring in as an airdrop reward. But it shouldn't be something that's going to totally change the game and just basically win the game or lose the game for you. I think that's when it gets a little bit frustrating, because it doesn't really feel like Frag anymore. We're getting to, I think this is the longest frag streak I went on in the episode. I think this was a 10 frag streak, which against decent opposition, it was quite good. I think we ended up winning the game really easily. I can't remember if we ended up, yeah, just right at the end. We almost took down all their health, but they ended up on 7. We had 700. And I'm going to go into this game. I'm going to let the whole thing play out, because this is the one I was talking about. This is just a joke of an airdrop game. I start things off. I swap to Virus, and straight away I'm calling in the airdrop. This wasn't because I think they're like too overpowered. This is just because I was trying to get the good rewards from playing the event. And I get poisoned straight away. This guy's team was better than mine, okay? But getting poisoned straight away means I was able to get a couple of frags off. Lucha runs in. I think as I'm swapping to him, he's going to frag Andromeda, which is really helpful. I run into the bunker. I think my gas frag somebody or get someone really low, but I end up doing a load of damage. And just as BK gets me there, all of a sudden, just from getting poisoned in that first airdrop, I'm up by 2 points when I started the game down by a couple of hundred. And I feel like I wouldn't have been if not for getting poisoned in there. This guy was a pretty good player and, like I said, had a pretty good team. And while I'm playing here, you'll see for the rest of the game, it's a really, really even match, okay? But he ends up getting a little bit more points than I am, okay? He's going to do a little bit more damage. He's going to get a few more kills. And I'm going to be sort of losing the game quite comfortably. Here I'm down by about 100 points. So that kind of suggests if I hadn't got poisoned right at the start, I'd have more or less been out of this game already, if I didn't get that little 200 points bonus. I get Virus up here. And this guy is pretty good, level 7 Poker Hunter. And if he's quite good with it, which he was, okay, there's not loads you can do. I was lucky as BK ran himself off the map there. So there's only 60 points in it going into the last minute of the game. Down by 60 points. Try and take out Andromeda here. And then Virus comes down. I think Virus is going to get me here. I'm pretty sure Virus frags me. It might end up being Poker Hunter, I can't quite remember. But what will happen is I swap to Lucha here. And hit my opponent, not me actually, my opponent called in an airdrop there. Okay. And I got that health pack. But then I got hit again. And I got team at full health just as I'm coming into the bunker. And his whole team's here fragging me. But because I got team at full health from that airdrop, I took down an extra 100 health than I probably would have done. So I'm winning this game rather than losing. This guy then has to try and throw his team forward purely because I got another good airdrop. He has to rush forwards. I'm up by 200 points. 1 second left on the clock. I end up winning the game purely because of airdrops. And it's a little bit annoying. It didn't feel like fragging. I'd have liked to have seen if I could have beaten that guy without it, but I don't think I would have done. And then to top it all off, I went to bed on Thursday night. And on Thursday night it said I had 12 hours left. I woke up Friday morning to this. Okay. 14 seconds, 13, 12, going down on the clock. So frustrating. I don't really know how that happens. I'd have thought it would just end at the same time. Whatever, but something happened, something went wrong clearly on Frag's end, and that was just so frustrating because I've been playing quite a lot to try and get to that diamonds reward, those 100 diamonds, which would have got me so much closer to the season pass, and it just unfortunately didn't happen. So we're ending off the episode because we played so many games. We ended up going up by over 900 trophies. We finished on 2.2k, which is all right. Diamonds plus 136. We played these over a couple of days, and I got the login bonuses for my from the new player event, and they were both diamonds, which gave me about 30, and then the rest came from just playing and opening a few chests. And gold, we went up by about 2,000 purely from those winner offers. They really add up, and we end up just over 4,000 gold to finish with. So an annoying one because I didn't get the diamonds, but I think we'll probably still get the season pass pretty soon, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe and leave a like on the video. It really helps the channel. But that's it. See ya.